After interviewing 5 accountants, we selected Mr. Mike Brouse. Mike's a recently retired CPA with extensive, over 30 years public sector experience. He'll be with us 2 to 3 days per week. His objective is reconciling accounting records, receivables, payables, aged accounts, etc., and ready the district for our audit. And hopefully he'll consider staying on as our future finance director. Mike has immediately assisted us in developing new back office procedures and internal checks. The team is now posting internally on our daily cash balances in our 5 accounts, and we're comparing our account data with the tenants of our 155 accounts that are active. Our goal is to have a detailed aging report by the April finance report. Our auditing team at Lands, Sol and Lundgaard provided specific guidance on internal protocols, admin code changes, etc. And we have engaged a discussion with a forensic CPA if we need them at a later date. We've maintained a continuous dialogue with the Sheriff's Office and the DA as we continue to reconcile the financial system. What has become obvious is the fact that our finance reports provided to the CEO and Deputy General Manager and the board by the former CFO have not been accurate for the past 24 months. Our operating cash and fuel inventories remain sound. I want to thank and call out the personal efforts of my back office team as they reconciled our past 2 years' financials while at the same time moving forward with our normal day-to-day operations. While all this is going on, we're also running an errand spaceport. We continue to repair and upgrade rental facilities, our pump house, runway lighting, and PAPI systems, and we continue to champion legislation in Washington and Sacramento to foster and move forward the new commercial space industry. I request that all interested parties in the room support AB 777 and SB 415 as these specific pieces of legislation move through both houses in Sacramento. In short, the loss of our former CFO, while unexpected, has created an opportunity to exponentially make the required changes to our business operations and accounting and reporting. I also want to thank the many tenants who are stepping forward and providing the necessary accounting validation records which Mike is seeking from their offices in order to expeditiously assist us in validating our system and records. Now with that, I want to introduce Mike. Mike is an exceptional person. Like I said, we interviewed 5 CPAs. Mike came recommended by 3. And he's been with us now, and from his first day on the job, we've recognized his presence. And his first day, he's ready to brief our general fund accounts payable vouchers. And he's actually found one discrepancy on this report. So with that, Mike, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and Mike's yours.
I wish I could take credit. I have to give credit where credit's due, and it's the staff.
I'd like to speak up. We don't have a microphone today, so the audience can hear, please.
If I may, I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to strive my hardest to make it well earned. I should say right up front that I've worked with a lot of different outfits over various years of my career, and a lot of different kinds of staff people, and you have exceptional staff. You really do. I recognize that right from the get-go, so I'm very pleased with that. I think we're going to make progress and make it correctly. So with that, if you don't mind, if you look at your report, General Fund, Accounts Payable Vouchers, it's headed up Period Sensitive AP Detail, and I would like to point out that on the 3rd page, the 3rd item shows an item payable to Lance, Sol and Lundgaard, who are the auditors of $4,250. Also shows it over 90 days past due. That is paid. It was paid more than 90 days ago, so it was not ever past due. So with that one exception, I would request your approval of the period sensitive AP detail so that we can issue checks to these folks represented here.
Mr. Brouse, you're the new interim Chief Financial Officer here at the Mojave Air and Spaceport. And as a retired person that's earned your retirement, I'm wondering why you took this job.
I think in part it's stimulation. It keeps the mental juices flowing and keeps you from getting old. That's a personal side. And they expressed a need that I thought I could help them with. And so I'm a sucker for wanting to help people, and here I am.
All right, and you were superintendent,
Assistant superintendent
in charge of the finances for the school district.
Correct. Business services, so finances and business operations.
And about ballpark budget yearly?
Around 130 million.
All right, so you're very familiar with handling large dollar amounts in a
sir.
public organization.
Yes, sir.
Any tie to flying? Are you a pilot or
I wish
builder?
I was.
Or
When I was a starving student, my father was a private pilot, had a plane, and I had a friend that I studied with who was a flight instructor. He was gracious enough to give me flight lessons. All I had to do was put fuel in the plane, the Cherokee, and I just couldn't afford it. I went all the way through soloing and got to fly, but I just couldn't keep putting gas in the plane.
well, so you're getting a little chance though to relive the memory here.
Yes, I'm still fascinated with flying.
Okay, and so far you've only had a few weeks to dig into the books here. What's the main problem?
Actually, this is my second day.
Second day. Well, then it's unfair to ask you too much about it.
Yeah, it's a little too soon for me to tell.
All right, but eventually, maybe in a month or at next meeting on April 5th, we'd like to hear if it was some problem with the computer systems or just a journal entry or something. The public would like to know, because all the people, the directors, have given us reports over the last 2 years, and we're not sure which ones are accurate or which ones are not.
Yes.
So I look forward to that.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome.
Bye. Well, here at Westpark Elementary School, the new test spot for grass that will become Westpark Park has sprouted grass that looks strong and healthy. Now, whatever soil amendments were put in here worked. But the question is, what's the cost? The superintendent has promised to get grass on this field with all of the regulation sized soccer fields, baseball fields, softball fields, etc. on it. But first, he gave a contract to Llewellyn and Moody to find out what would make the soil able to do grass. He doesn't want to do artificial turf. He's convinced that the maintenance of it and life of it doesn't match up to the beauty of natural grass. And so, 2 months ago, he initiated this test plot, and something is growing here. This is Stetson Avenue in the new Legacy housing tract, and that sold sign is a welcome sign to people in Rosamond. This whole row of houses here has similar signs in the front window. Sold. Here at the corner of Arrowhead Street and Vincent Court, new Legacy homes along Arrowhead are getting their roof. On the other side of the street, framing continues on for these 102 lots. A welcome sight here in Rosamond that used to see many tracts like this simultaneously being built. After about a 5 or 6 year delay, new homes are finally going in.